It's Real Country at 550 and 92.9 WAME in Little Allen Jackson. Good morning. It is Wednesday, and we're looking at some clouds out this morning, but feels pretty good. 64 is our temperature, so about 10 degrees warmer this morning than it has been the past couple of mornings.
Yeah, it feels pretty good outside.
Yeah, it's not bad. So it's going to be a good day here in the sunny south. We'll see a few more clouds today than yesterday or the day before, but other than that, it's going to be good today. Paramedic Ron rolled in here on time this morning. Very, very happy about that. So
First time in a little bit.
that's right. Well, you've been so busy. I understand it, and you're tired, and you just don't want to hit that alarm.
I do want to hit that alarm.
Oh well, I guess that's true. That's it.
No,
No,
I don't want to
snooze
listen
buttons.
to the alarm.
That's right. And it's terrible. My alarm is just the usual type thing, and I hear it on like a TV show or something like that,
You think your alarm's going off?
or even on a commercial or something, and it just this little thing goes, a little shock goes through my
Mhm.
system. I hate that sound so much so that,
See,
but if I don't have it, I won't get up.
mine's actually a little different. Most people don't realize how I wake up to mine.
You have a Mickey Mouse ding
No,
ding 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 clock.
no. I mean, I do, but I don't use
See?
that.
Oh, okay.
That's it. That's just on my shelf with the rest of
Wh-
my Mickey Mouse stuff.
What do you use?
It's a very soothing. Like it goes from low to loud.
Well, you can't know. Soothing doesn't do it. I can't wake up to music because I'm so used to hearing music in my headphones. It doesn't bother me.
Let's see if
And Sandra goes to sleep with the TV on, and I can't do that.
yeah,
All
that's
right.
I can't do that either.
Yeah.
I'd I'd have to figure out how to find it. I
Oh,
can't.
okay. That's
Yeah.
okay. All right. So anyway, whatever it is, wake up. It's Wednesday
That's
morning,
right.
6:15.
I took a double take out on the interstate when I saw her making eyes at me. So I followed her down to Clubhouse Drive, past the pool and the 18th green. And in the parking lot, I said, it's mighty hot. Maybe I could buy you a beer. She said, I'm glad you asked, but I'll have to pass, 'cause only members are allowed in here. And I said, I'm a member of the country club. Country music is what I love. I drive an old Ford pickup truck. I do my drinking from a Dixie cup. Hey, I'm a bona fide dancing fool. I shoot a mighty mean game of pool. And any honky tonk roadside pub. I'm a member of the country club. Lord, you look so inviting. Thought it might be exciting for a woman with a limousine to go bouncing around in a beat-up truck with a man in wore-out jeans. It's 5 o'clock before Friday night. Here's where the fun begins. So don't worry about your reputation, 'cause you can tell all your friends. And I'm a member of the country club. Country music is what I love. I drive an old Ford pickup truck. I do my drinking from a Dixie cup. Yeah, I'm a bona fide dancing fool. I shoot a mighty mean game of pool. And any honky tonk roadside pub. Well, I'm a member of the country club. Yeah, I'm a member of the country club. Country music is what I love. I drive an old Ford pickup truck. I do my drinking from a Dixie cup. Hey, I'm a bona fide dancing fool. I shoot a mighty mean game of pool. And any honky tonk roadside pub. Well, I'm a member of the country club. In any honky tonk roadside pub. Well, I'm a member of the country club.
Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
So that feel pretty good. It's the last day of the month of April.
That's right.
Tomorrow is May Day, and it looks like it's going to be well the next couple of days. Only it's getting into summertime. No, we're not there yet. I think we got to wait till June before actually summer
I think
hits.
whenever I looked it up, it was June 22nd, maybe.
It's either the 20th, 21st, or 22nd. It's usually right in there. So, but today is April 30th, National Honesty Day, among other things.
National Honesty
But it's
Day.
National Honesty Day. So, honestly, Ron,
Mhm.
did you sleep in that shirt last night?
I did not.
Okay.
Does it look wrinkled?
It
It was kind of balled up on my
I just
counter.
I just wanted to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's 23 minutes after 6. Getting up here. Let's do it Wednesday.
Ryan Scott's at Randy Marion Chevy in Statesville. And what are you doing now?
I tell you, we got the deals going on. Typical Randy Marion fashion. King of Price 2024. Brand new Chevrolet Malibu LT starting at $19,988. $19,988. Brand new, not used. You come pick the color today. Randy Marion Chevrolet Statesville right here on I-40. Look for the spinning car, folks, because that's where the deals are.
At Piedmont Healthcare, we believe in more than just treating patients. We're committed to understanding and addressing the unique needs facing our community. Being a physician-owned network means that we're not just healthcare providers. We're your neighbors, your friends, and your partners in health. With strong ties to local communities, we're able to offer personalized care that truly understands your needs. When you choose Piedmont Healthcare, you're not just choosing healthcare, you're choosing to be part of a community that cares. If you're ready to experience the difference for yourself, call our new patient hotline at 833-PHC for you. That's 833-742-4968. Or you can just request an appointment online, phcappointments.com.
Are you ready to transform your property? Gale Excavation and Tree Care is here for all your residential and commercial needs from Statesville to Charlotte. From land clearing and grading to shoreline stabilization, we've got you covered. Need tree removal or septic system installations? Our licensed and insured team handles it all with precision and care. Plus, we offer reliable hauling services to make your project seamless. Don't wait any longer. Call us today at 704-253-3087 or 704-880-8841. Visit us online at galeexcavationandtreecare.com. Gale Excavation and Tree Care, your trusted partner for quality service at an affordable price.
Oh, thanks. I really like trees a lot.
It's Real Country at 550 and 92.9 WAME. You got to stand for something or you'll fall for anything. Just exactly like that. A scam that calls you. It had
It
a,
happens.
I need to ask tomorrow when Sheriff Campbell comes in or just Bill. Sheriff Campbell been doing lots of politicking here
Yeah, it's
lately.
been.
But anyway, this guy called Sandra's aunt and said that he was from the name of the place where the health place where she goes
Mm-hmm.
and knew her social security number and all this stuff. But she was leery of it. She said, I'm not going to tell you anything or whatever that, but he said her social security number. And so she smartly hung up and then she called
The place where she was supposed to be calling. Somebody was
Right.
calling from.
and they said, no, we haven't called you or nobody here has called you or anything like that. So, but he had her social security number. So that's kind of, I mean, not kind of scary. That is very scary. But your number's out there in the cloud somewhere and supposedly not going to be able to get
Yeah.
to it. But somehow or other, your information can be gotten.
Well, that's like yesterday after I left from here.
Yeah.
I go home and all of a sudden I get this email that says you've had a declined purchase because of wrong date on your credit card or your debit card.
Okay.
I was like, okay. Pulled it up and looked from my bank,
Right,
and it said that out in Arkansas, somebody had tried to use my card.
Really?
So of course I went and turned. You can turn your cards off now.
Oh yeah.
I went and turned my card off immediately.
Right.
Called the bank.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I got some suspicious activity on my card. Can you check it out for me? She's like, yeah. Come to find out, there was 4 other ones that had been declined that had not popped up on my account.
Really?
All from Uber.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And the only place that I used my card, the only time I used my card yesterday at all was I had to stop to get gas on the way in. So if you stopped at a gas station on 64 over there, right there's a truck stop, you might want to check your card, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Was it all 4 at the same place?
All 4 were for the same place, but declined for different reasons.
Right.
One was because my security code was the wrong one. One was because my zip code was the wrong one.
Oh, okay.
One was because the expiration date was the wrong expiration date.
Wow.
Yeah.
So interesting. That's interesting. So it was out in Arkansas.
That's what it said. Yeah.
You know who's from Arkansas?
Yeah.
Billy Clinton's out there. Billy's been Ubering around, trying to get him a little something.
Trying to get $200 on my card.
That's right. Well,
just like a politician.
That's it. That's it. 23 till 7.
Well, hey, guess what today is?
Tea, fetch my tea.
Did you know it is National Bubble Tea Day?
Yeah, bubble tea.
Oh, look at these beautiful, vibrant bubble teas.
Bubble tea? You've never had it?
Tea is just tea.
Hey, no, you don't get to make fun of bubble tea.
It is National Bubble Tea Day.
Today is National Bubble Tea Day.
Yeah, and I just went for bubble tea.
Happy National Bubble Tea Day.
See, I got a problem with that. They saying bubble tea, but I thought it was boba tea. Yeah. Need to get a clarification. And they showed a picture of it, and it is
the same thing.
Yeah, it's got those little blueberry things in the bottom of it.
A little sugar,
whatever
circle, they are.
It's supposed to be tapioca or something. Whatever. So anyway, celebrate that today, and that was pretty good.
My nephews like them.
I mean, it wasn't like bubble tea. It's not anything special. So anyway, Pat Murphy, good morning and goodbye, April. There you go. But not April Nesbitt. She's still around.
No.
Richard Wellman, good morning. There's Darla. Good morning. Happy hump day. Shower. She got her shower installed. Thank heaven. Not a minute too soon. It's going to be hot today, too. Ross Warren, happy Wednesday, last day of April. Yes, sir. Appreciate you tuning in on the Facebooks. And this whole thing is moving on me here this morning. So I got to go figure out what's going on here. Okay, let's see. Uh, well, there's more on there, but for some reason I can't see them.
Where'd you finish at? Who'd you finish?
I finished with Ross.
Let's see. Happy Wednesday, last day of April. And then Darla says, good morning. Happy hump day. Shower install finally complete.
Got that one.
You went the other way, didn't you?
Yeah.
Because you already got Pat Murphy.
Yes.
All right. So Dean Tolbert says, good morning, folks. Have a great hump day. It is also National Hairstylist Day.
Really?
Remember Floyd the Barber?
Yeah, that's right.
Vaughn comes and says, I have 3 clocks set at 5-minute intervals. The third one is with the bells on top, and the striker hits the bells till you either cut it off or throw it across the room.
Yes, either one.
Good morning to Jimmy Benfield. Good morning to Kathy Stewart. She says, I hope you have a great day. Brian Collins says, good morning. Brent Goforth as well.
Yeah.
Daryl McMillan. Good morning, y'all.
That's
good
all right.
Morning.
Thank you so much for tuning in on the Facebooks. I don't know why I can't see. Just having one of those days.
It keeps jumping on me too. So
Does
I don't
it?
know if it's maybe
Okay.
Facebook, but
Could be.
Vaughn says something about it's also Chicken Liver Day at Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Wednesdays were always chicken liver and gizzard day.
Ew.
That's right, at the KFC. That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't think that he'd do that anymore. I don't know that for a fact, but all right, it's 20 minutes away from 7 o'clock here Wednesday morning.
Well, you know, as the best traditional hardware store the Statesville has, Fort Dobbs Hardware provides a convenient location for people who want to stay away from the hustle and bustle of the big shopping centers. Fort Dobbs Hardware has just about everything you need, from plumbing, electrical, paint supplies, hardware, from nuts and bolts and door handles, home goods and tools. And we support local businesses in the area by buying locally produced items made right here in North Carolina, mostly within our county. Please stop in and see what a real hometown local business is all about. 406 Turnersburg Highway in Statesville. Eagle Rental is your secret weapon for conquering any project, from fixing a fence to building a fortress. Need tools? Well, they got more than a hardware store on steroids. Need some advice? Their team dishes out pro tips faster than you can say, how's this thing work? Whether you're a DIY daredevil or a pro with a plan, Eagle Rental ensures you got the right gear and the know-how to crush it. Skip the guesswork. Eagle Rental has your back and your project. In Statesville and Troutman, Eagle Rental.
Whether you're a builder or ready to start building your dream home, you already know the advantages of a brick home. Statesville Brick, since 1891, has been making 100% wood-fired brick at their Tumble Brick facility in Statesville. With 4 different sizes and a multitude of colors, Statesville Brick representatives will help you find the exact right brick for the look you want. Start thinking about building with Statesville Brick today with a visit to their website at statesvillebrick.com, statesvillebrick.com. Statesville Brick, so nice to have around the house.
Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
Rolling down a backwoods Tennessee byway, one arm on the wheel, holding my lover with the other, a sweet, soft southern thrill. Worked hard all week, got a little jingle on a Tennessee Saturday night. Couldn't feel better, I'm together with my Dixieland delight.
There you are, a little bit of trashy women. It's 10 minutes until 7 o'clock. 6:50 here on this Wednesday morning. 64 the temperature up here on beautiful Signal Hill. And I don't know why on Facebook every now and then there's actually some interesting things instead of just stupid stuff. There's like history facts and stuff that'll pop up.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, I can't remember everything. And this all ties into our special, lovely Mecklenburg inmate, Lee Sussman. Good morning, sir.
Good morning from the front lines. This is your war correspondent from the People's Republic of Mecklenburg.
Yes. There was a bit on Cornelius, 18 something, and they started a settlement, but it wasn't called Cornelius. It was called another town, another name. And then they named it
Did they
after.
call it Liverpool?
Liverpool. That's it. That's right. Very good. They called it Liverpool.
I think that was a nickname.
Oh, okay. And then they named the town after Mr. Cornelius, who had a cotton mill or something like that.
J.B. Cornelius, he had the cotton gin, and people didn't want to go all the way to Davidson to weigh their cotton and sell it.
Well, let's see.
So
how far is Davidson
for one in Cornelius?
How far is that?
It's about a mile.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 2 miles. But
that was a long way back then.
There was an issue with the road.
Well,
like from what I understand, the road would get muddy, and their wagons would get stuck. So it was difficult getting to Davidson.
I got you.
And I mean, why would you want to go hang out with the Davidsonians anyway? I mean, good grief.
They're just a bunch of high dollar college kids over there.
I mean, look, Rusty Knox is there.
Oh,
why would you go up there? And see, watch. I'll probably get a message here in a little bit. What are you talking about, boy? So
let's see what do you got here. The early Cornelius settlers should have taken the managed lanes, and then they wouldn't have had any problem. Just get into the.
Are they talking about the toll lane?
Yes, that's it. So,
well, funny you bring that up.
Oh,
back then,
yes.
Back then, our tax dollars paid for those roads.
Well, yeah.
But now our tax dollars, I think, pay for roads in Wake County.
I
don't think they pay for roads around here anymore.
I got to tell you,
our tax dollars pay for these roads, but yet we also pay Spanish companies to
run them,
maintain roads we've already paid for.
If you go to Raleigh, which is taking your own life in your hands, but right in Raleigh, you would see where all those millions of dollars are spent on roads. In Raleigh itself, it's just nuts.
Yeah.
Now, however,
they
really were behind the times between the big town of Mebane or Mebane, where 85 and 40 split. That those two lanes that go on up to Raleigh, they goofed up on that. They should have, fixed that a long time ago. But that's another story.
Oh, you talking about Mebane?
Yeah, Mebane.
Yeah, Mebane up there by the Four Oaks.
And they got the big outlet mall there.
I had a cousin lived up there. I had a cousin live up there.
Is that right?
He called it Four Stumps.
Four Stumps?
He said, yeah, because they done cut all the oak trees down.
Well, that's a fact. They've cut everything down.
Yeah.
So anyway, here we are in beautiful Statesville. Iredell County with our big megaplex road system. And I see that they've named it after Judge Collier. Well, it says Robert Collier, but everybody around here knows him as the judge. He was on the DOT planning committee back in the 19-somethings, in the 1900s.
1920s.
Yeah. And so they finally got around to fixing that interchange. So there you go. Takes a little while.
Just a little bit.
Now, is that the big
flyover?
The big spaghetti monster up there?
It's called
the high bridge, the low bridge, the curve this way, curve that way.
But they've got a name for it. You know, we used to have, it was the picture perfect cloverleaf. But now this one is called the Turbine. 485 and 77 in Charlotte. That's supposed to be the Turbine. We got not quite a full turbine.
We got a knockoff version. Is that what you're saying?
Well, now is it the one on the north end or the south end?
Of what? Oh, of 485. I'm not sure which one it is, but one of them is the full thing. You go round and round and round, and then you get flung off into whatever road
that
you want.
That might be the north end, because now the south end does have that big flyover.
Oh yeah, now they got the big. They closed that.
I have a hard time.
Yes.
Going across that tall bridge, because I like to look. I'm like, oh, look, there's Carowinds.
Nope.
And my wife's over there white knuckling it, going, there's a wall.
I would agree with your wife.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fun stuff. And it's not so much the wall that scares her.
Right.
It's that 100-foot drop.
It's pretty exciting. That's right. So our high rise is not quite that tall, but it gets up there. Ours might be half the size of that. And I don't know, but
and I'll tell you that the interchange in Statesville, and I think it's a good thing.
Do you now?
If here's the big if. It's a lot like the roads in Mecklenburg County too.
Oh yeah. If
there's a huge caveat. If people drive like they have sense.
You realize that's North Carolina, right?
Well, like I said, there is a huge if.
Huge.
If folks don't pretend that they're Earnhardt, then they can navigate that interchange.
Mm-hmm.
But here in North Carolina, and I'm including myself in this.
Yes.
Sometimes that number 3 just jumps up on the side of your door,
and you
holler out the window, Earnhardt,
3 for Dale.
There you go. There you go.
Well, it was his birthday yesterday, so we should have celebrated.
We should have. I mean, if I'd have known, I'd have come up there and spun somebody out.
I bet you would have, and made a pass in the grass is what you'd be doing there. Except it's
the number 3 WAME Ford F-250 done put Ricky Rudd in the grass.
Oh my goodness!
Take that, Wonder Boy.
There you are.
Hey Lee, guess what?
I just throw a bunch of them. Hey, you know what?
What?
Ron, take your medicine, because it's 7:00.
Real Country is 550 AM WAME, 92.9 W225BD, Statesville.
All righty, good morning. And we've got a few clouds out this morning, but I see some blue in there. So we'll see some sunrise coming up with the clouds. Nice this morning, 64 is our temperature up here on beautiful Signal Hill. We'll check out that weather forecast coming up in a minute with Sherry Bell Wilson. But first of all, look at news brought to you by Caudle Coin and Currency with their big sinkhole sale. Well, on Tuesday, deputies Alepka of the Iredell County Sheriff's Office, Community Oriented Policing, that's the COPS unit, responded to a report of a suspicious vehicle on Island Forest Lane in Mooresville. Upon arrival, deputies located a white Cadillac Escalade matching the description given them. As they approached the vehicle, they made contact with a man later identified as Chasman Antonio Houston. Deputies Alepka immediately detected the odor of marijuana and observed a loaded Taurus G3 9mm handgun in plain view on the driver's side floorboard. When questioned about the firearm, Houston broke away and fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended by deputies. During the arrest, it was determined that Houston, who is currently on active probation and a convicted felon, was in possession of approximately 8.51 grams of cocaine, 10.60 grams of marijuana, and $193 in cash. The drugs, cash, and other evidence recovered were consistent with the sale and delivery of narcotics. Deputies Alepka transported Houston to the Iredell County Detention Center, where he appeared before Magistrate Calais. Magistrate Calais found probable cause for multiple charges, and Houston was issued a secured bond of $50,000. Additionally, Houston had 2 outstanding orders for arrest in Iredell County for felony possession of a Scheduled 1 controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, 3 misdemeanor probation violations, and driving while license revoked. Magistrate Calais issued an additional $6,000 bond in connection with those charges. A Mooresville man faces 20 felony charges related to the possession of child sexual abuse material following an investigation by the Mooresville Police Department. The MPD announced the arrest of 33-year-old Miles Reed Morgan of Community Lane Park in Mooresville. Officers responded to the Waterland subdivision on Friday after receiving a report about the presence of explicit material involving children. MPD criminal investigators also responded and met with the individual who contacted the department. After investigators found child sexual abuse material on the device, they arrested Morgan. Investigators obtained a search warrant for the residence and seized additional electronic devices. Morgan was charged with 10 counts of second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor, 10 counts of third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor, and he was transported to the Iredell County Detention Center, where he received a $1.2 million secured bond. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with further information is asked to call Detective Tucker or Detective Cook with the Mooresville Police Department at 704-664-3311. Well, Statesville Police Department Corporal Casey Hoover was honored Monday for the courage, resilience, and commitment to duty that he displayed when he was shot in the line of duty on April 29th of last year. Corporal Hoover was among the officers who came under fire as U.S. Marshals Carolinas Regional Fugitive Task Force members and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police were attempting to serve an arrest warrant on Galway Drive in Charlotte. He was one of 8 officers who were wounded. During a ceremony at the Statesville City Hall, U.S. Marshal Service Acting Director Mark Patella presented Hoover with the Purple Heart Award in recognition of extraordinary courage he displayed in the face of life-threatening danger. The U.S. Marshal Service presents the Purple Heart Award to officers who have been killed or seriously injured in the line of duty. Corporal Hoover said that he was deeply honored to receive the Purple Heart Award. Take a look at that weather forecast and a bit of sports coming up in just a minute. Hey, Doug Caudle, why is the road closed in front of Caudle Coin and Currency?
Well, Billy, we've got a big old sinkhole down below us.
What?
But don't worry, you can still get to us. In fact, we're having a sinkhole sale. That's right. Whether you need to buy or sell gold and silver, including jewelry, we can work with you and offer you a fair price and even pay you right on the spot.
Gosh, with all the volatility in the world, tariffs, stock market corrections, high interest rates, wars, rumors of wars, things seem to be in a constant state of turmoil these days. Is gold and silver still a safe haven?
Well, Billy, I'm not a financial advisor, but it sure has worked for thousands of years. So if it makes sense for you, we have gold and silver coins and bars in all sizes, and that will fit any budget.
All right, go by and see our friends at Caudle Coin and Currency. They're located in downtown Statesville at 125 East Front Street. Mention you heard about the sinkhole sale on WAME, and you get to choose a terrific coin from the Billy Buck box of prizes. Finally, common sense in banking. What's good for the customer is good for the community. And what's good for the community is good for the bank. It's that simple. We don't know why big banks don't get it. Plenty of local people do, though, as Blue Harbor Bank has grown so much with accounts, customers, and deposits. We're nipping right at the heels of those financial giants. Join us today, blueharborbank.com. Hey, are you ready to part with your treasured pieces? Well, discover the value of your gold, silver, and fine timepieces at our Gregory Jewelers during the exclusive 3-day buying event. It's happening April 29th through May 1st at 122 West Broad Street, downtown Statesville. Bring in your precious metals, heirloom watches, and more to receive a no-obligation evaluation and immediate payment during the 3-day buying event, April 29th through May 1st only at our Gregory Jewelers. Hey, if you're looking for a new mattress, come on by Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress at 1010 Salisbury Road. They carry the gold standard of two-sided mattresses, Golden Mattress. Why pay for a one-sided mattress when you can get a two-sided mattress for less than the price of a one-sided mattress? At Southern Comfort, we stock the only two-sided pocketed coil mattress on the market. We stock the old school heavy duty coil mattress for the 300+ pound size person. We have plush to firm to fit whatever comfort level you're looking for. And everything's in stock. So why wait and why pay high prices for a one-sided mattress when you can get two sides for less than the price of a one side? Come on by the gold standard of two-sided mattresses. And this just in, stop by now to see the brand new inventory of recliners by Best Home Furnishings at Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress, 1010 Salisbury Road in Statesville.
ProgressiveInsurance.com presents the Sports Flash on Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME. The Braves beat the Rockies 8-2 in Denver on Tuesday night. Michael Harris II drove in 3 runs and handed the Rockies their 16th loss in 17 games. Atlanta's won 2 in a row. They're a game under 500 at 14-15. Matt Olson had a season-high 3 hits. Austin Riley and Nick Allen had 2 RBI each. Eli White hit a triple and a double. After a 5-13 start, Atlanta's won 9 of their last 11 games. The Carolina Hurricanes advanced past the New Jersey Devils with a 5-4 double overtime win last night in Raleigh. The Hurricanes win the series 4-1. Sebastian Aho scored the overtime winner. He had 2 goals and an assist in the win. Tar Heels baseball ripped George Mason 13-4 on Tuesday. Back home tonight hosting Queens College. The Tar Heels ranked number 4 in this week's D1Baseball.com Top 25. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. That's the Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders, Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME.
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Wait. Skechers put the S in comfort?
Yes, comfort you have to feel to believe. Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Let me try. Okay, I'm just stepping in and... Oh, wow. Skechers put the S in comfort.
Duh, we told you.
Find Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Going to be in the low to mid 60s as we're heading out this Wednesday morning. It's going to be mostly sunny this morning, then partly sunny with a chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Our high's going to be getting into the mid 80s. At our overnight lows, it's going to be around 61. It's going to be partly sunny and really warm on Thursday, highs in the mid 80s. Friday, it's going to be partly sunny and a little breezy. Got a chance for showers and afternoon thunderstorms. Highs are going to be in the low 80s. We're going to need a tall glass of ice-cold sweet tea this afternoon because summer's trying to give us a little preview. That's today's weather from your sunny south weather girl, Sherry Bell Wilson with WAME.
All right. Got the report in that I-77 northbound, but it's if you, for you older folks, you remember where the rest area used to be. Coming out of Mooresville, going north, Do you not?
I do. That's the reason I'm shaking my head, because you say for your older folks. It's not just for the older folks.
Oh, well, now that's true.
That rest area has not been closed that long.
Older folks will know where it was. But anyway, I'm just
The
saying.
rest area's only been closed for like 5 or 10 years.
Well, that's old. So anyway, right there, northbound, I think that's probably around the 38. I would
It's
say
right there in the middle of no man's land.
Yeah, the last exit you get if you're coming from Statesville is 42, where the truck stop is and everything, and then the next one's not till you get to 36.
Yeah.
And so right in the middle of
The
that.
rest area was right there before what's that road that crosses over to
Oh, I have no
Perth?
idea. But anyway.
Cornelius.
Oh,
Cornelius
okay,
Road.
yeah. So anyway, northbound there, and it's got traffic backed up way back. So if you're heading northbound, 77, if you're in Cornelius, so I'm just saying, don't come this way on 77. But you get on 21, 115 or 21 coming north, you're going to have the same thing.
And you said southbound was slow due to gawkers.
Yeah, you got rubberneckers going southbound, so you got that all slow.
And before you play that next song, guess what?
What?
For those of you that are listening on our Facebooks and YouTubes, we have to mute everything. So if you download our radio app, 92.9 WAME, on the Play Store, you can listen to the songs along with watching the Facebooks.
So we go to the App Store and look for.
Go to the App Store, type in 92.9 WAME.
All right.
And it'll bring up our pretty little logo.
Yeah.
And just click on download.
And that's it.
That's it. It's
and
free.
It'll come right up.
Yep.
Absolutely free, and you can hear the music.
That's right.
Isn't that great? Technology. What would you do without it? 12 minutes after 7.
birthday to you. Happy birthday.
All right, and happy birthday time. If you've got a birthday going on today, or if we've missed one the past few days, holler at us, 704-873-9929, 704-873-9929. Or, of course, you can hit us up on the Facebooks, or you can hit us up on the YouTube, or you can give a call to our super secret text number.
Hotline, text number.
Hotline. All right, so I wrote this down, and all of a sudden it's gone. All right, so anyway, a happy birthday is an anniversary, so jump on that thing. Jesse Ray Harding celebrating 61 today. Jesse Ray, have a big old happy day. Sally Winey, W-I-N-E-Y.
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Not whiner, but whiny. She is not so whiny. All right, Sally, have a great day. Happy birthday. Scott Burns celebrating 53 today. Hey, Scott, a big old happy birthday to you. Carol Behringer celebrating her birthday. Hey, Carol, a big old happy birthday. Chris Smith celebrating 53 today. Hey, Chris, big old happy 53 to you. Wes FPC Statesville. FPC. First Baptist Church?
Maybe.
Could be. I think it maybe is. Anyway, it's 39 today. So good morning, Wes. You have a great day and a happy 39 to you today. And we have an anniversary for you today. You ready for this? Wilma and Rex Oliver in beautiful Stony Point, North Carolina. 70 years of holy matrimony. 70 years of marital bliss. So you two have a great day and a big old happy anniversary. 70 years.
That's a wow.
That is a lot. And bless their hearts, they've never had any arguments. None whatsoever. Okay, well, maybe I'm exaggerating that. But anyway, there you are.
With that.
There you go. All right. So got anybody personal on your list today?
Let me see if I can get this thing pulled up.
Oh, you're having
I'm having issues this morning.
Your computer is always having issues. Oh, I got another one here. Just popped up. Rob Collier having a big birthday today. The big 6'8" today. He's a year older than me. I didn't realize that. I thought he was such a young feller. So Rob, have a great day. Happy 68 to you. His I guess it'd be his daddy is Judge Collier, who the big interchange is named after. Isn't that a great thing? So there you go. Rob wasn't mentioned on that, though. Happy birthday to Autumn Bryant Strickland. And she's having a birthday today. So Autumn, have a great day and a big old happy birthday to you. Okay. Now, who you got?
I've got, there it goes. Tammy Watts Winecoff is celebrating her birthday today. And then Tyler Mullins is celebrating his birthday today.
That's it?
That's it. That's the only two I got.
Wow. Got anybody on your list? Any animals, birthdays for dogs, or you don't? Okay, fine. See if they keep you on the saddle next time. All right. So on the celebrity page, Anna de Armas is 37. She was a Bond girl in No Time to Die. Gal Gadot. Yeah. 40, Wonder Woman. Kirsten Dunst. Mary Jane in the old Spider-Man trilogy. She's 43. Pronounce his name.
Kunal Nayar.
That
Oh, it's
sounds good.
Raj.
Yeah, on The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
Johnny Galecki. Leonard on The Big Bang Theory is 50. Adrian Pasdar, 60 years old. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Burt Young, born on this date in 1940. He was Paulie in the Rocky movies. Paulie. He always played kind of a gangster type because he looked like a gangster. Cloris Leachman, born on this date in 1925. You'll remember her maybe On TV, she was Mary Tyler Moore and a bunch of different stuff. But Frau Blucher on Young Frankenstein. Do your horse whinny. And Al Lewis, Grandpa Munster from the Munsters, born on this date in 1923. And Tommy sent in, yes, we celebrated Buddy's birthday yesterday. Buddy Foss had his big old birthday yesterday.
Yes,
so we mentioned that too. He didn't win the birthday show, though.
Tommy, did you forget about it until today?
All right. Okay. So any more? See any more? Nope. All right.
Not.
Spin to win the prize wheel this morning.
Is that better?
That was a good spin. And it landed on red. And I tell you what, let's give it to Wilma and Rex Oliver for 70 years of holy matrimony. Congratulations, you two. Matter of fact, we'll give you 2 certificates to Andrea's Ice Cream and Sweet Shop on South Center Street in downtown Statesville. And we'll send it up that way to Stony Point. Y'all can make your way into town one of these days and get you an ice cream cone or something else nice.
That's right.
Probably should have given away a gift certificate to Lowry Drug. And, something healthy. I don't know what that would be, but a big sack of chia seeds. Perfect. All right. It's 28 after 7.
Jason Drum from Drum Landscape Supply. At our nursery right now, we've got the largest selection we've ever had of broadleaf plants, evergreens, flowering shrubs, perennials, flowers, and hanging baskets. But part of what we offer at Drum Landscape Supply is the expertise to make you a successful gardener. Even if you've got a brown thumb, we'll help you find the right plant so that you can be confident in your gardening and get out and enjoy nature just a little bit. Come on down and see us at Drum Landscape Supply. We're located in the same spot as we have been for the past 14 plus years on 2410 Northside Drive in Statesville, aka the Frontage Road. Come on down and see us. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays in the spring from 8 a.m. until 2. DrumLandscapeSupply.com or give us a call at 704-253-7010.
Dove Mobility and Home Healthcare Equipment and Supply is now open for business in Troutman. Come check out their large selection of lift chairs, scooters, portable oxygen concentrators, canes, rollators, compression garments, bathroom and bedroom safety equipment, incontinence, ostomy, and hundreds of other products dedicated to you or your loved one's home healthcare needs. Now stocking Streetwise personal protection products. Home delivery and rentals are available. Call us toll-free at 844-919-DOVE or visit us at 155 South Eastway Drive in Troutman. Home is where you want to be. Dove wants to help you stay there.
Tired of roof troubles? Well, since 2010, Down Home Roofing has been the trusted choice for homeowners and businesses across Northwest North Carolina, providing expert residential, commercial, and repair services for all roof types. They back their installations with a solid 10-year workmanship warranty and offer free, no-obligation quotes. From complete replacements to minor repairs, their team ensures your roof is one less thing you have to worry about. Don't wait till it's too late. Get covered with Down Home Roofing today. Call 704-662-2416. That's 704-662-2416. Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus offers complete hearing services, including hearing testing, hearing aid fittings and repair, hearing protection, tinnitus management, cochlear implant and balance evaluations. We now are offering the Lanier device for tinnitus management. Carolina Hearing and Tinnitus has 4 locations to serve you: 703 Bryant Street in Statesville and 114 Moore Lake Drive in Mooresville. For information or to make an appointment, call 704-872-1670 or go to carolinahearingandtinnitus.com.
Willie Nelson's still firing them up 6 or 7 times every day here at Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
All righty. Good morning. It is 7:31, and there he is in a very nice shirt today. You got places to go, people to see? Oh, wait. We don't hear you for some reason.
As you turned off for some reason.
Operator error.
There we go.
Yeah.
Would you expect any less?
I've got my Carhartt pants on with a.
Oh,
I guess probably a Lands End shirt.
Yeah, man. Looks nice.
Little contrast there.
You got to like a meeting somewhere.
Is it okay if I
Well,
put on a different shirt?
Yeah, but I normally see you as that laid back, healthy herbalist guy.
Yeah. The preceding thing was about Willie Nelson.
Yes.
Firing one up, that.
Well, it's those leftovers from the Lowry drug CBD patch.
Yeah, back when the when you burned a CD.
Yes.
Let's burn one was.
It meant something completely different.
Completely different.
Exactly right. Never could understand why somebody would smoke a roach. I don't get that. But anyway. We were talking about receipt paper yesterday. So researchers came out from, I don't know, some research place in Helsinki that receipt paper has chemicals in it, or what they call them, forever chemicals that get into your skin.
Yeah, bisphenol.
Bisphenol.
B-I-S.
Bisphenol, which I don't know. Yeah, BSP.
Endocrine disruptors, hormone disruptors.
Why would you have that in your paper? I don't understand. Why do you have a lot of things in things? But I mean, is that
just makes life better?
Is that true? I mean, is that one of those stories that?
Well, it probably is true. It's just like there's all kinds of things that's supposed to make your life better and cost less. And, so you, thermal paper versus having to put printer cartridges in.
Yes.
Those kind of things, so it saves resources, I guess, and creates other issues,
That's right.
Haven't we had the
going through the change now
for years? We've had thermal paper for years, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's like so many other things. I saw a thing about dryer sheets.
Oh, really?
People want dryer sheets, and the soap that smells supposed to smells good. Makes your clothes smell good.
Yes.
Just stop it.
But what if we smell bad? We need to cover up something.
You're designed to smell bad.
Thank you very much.
Clean up every now and then.
Yeah, that's it. And what was the other thing?
You can smell bad even with your clothes are clean.
Well, now that's true. You're exactly right. And what was the other thing this week? We were talking about chemicals, and they were banning. Anyway, I'll ponder on it here in a second. It'll pop back up. There's so many things these days that kill us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, if you look back into probably the early 1900s, that we didn't have the same illnesses. We had things. People died from things like pneumonia, dysentery, and that was related to sanitation,
right?
Issues of water. I think one of my relatives, my great aunt, one of them died from dysentery, and they thought the well was contaminated somehow.
Yeah,
and so they had to move. They moved to another place, but as it turned out, the well was fine. But so there's been you didn't really hear much about cancers.
Well, didn't they call
diabetes,
it consumption back then?
Consumption.
Yeah.
Nothing like we have now. And so all the things that we have in our modern world,
right?
We've gotten away from the basics, and we're just tickled to take things that are not good for us and use them in our everyday life. And so those chemicals, even the dryer sheets and whatever they put in your liquid soap for your washing machine, stays in your clothes and is absorbed through your skin. Just, it's just minor stuff like that that accumulates, and so but I'm sure there are many of them people out there that are going, I'm just not going to worry about it.
But that's true.
There's so much out there that I can't.
Well, it's like everybody went crazy over Ozempic, and I'm using names, and you may use that, and it may be working for you, but it was made for diabetes or diabetes, but it can help you lose weight. So doctors started prescribing, even if you didn't have diabetes, would prescribe Ozempic.
Yeah. So, weight issues certainly kind of goes along with a lot of other stuff that we have, the foods that we consume and the lack of movement. And that was one thing that was a big contrast really in the, in the early 1900s as an example, or even the mid 1900s. People were very active. The kids were outside.
Right.
They were, people did a lot of gardening. There's a lot more manual jobs versus sitting still. And even another thing I think about is all the people that get knee or hip replacements.
Oh,
and that's
crazy.
That's not because you were so in some cases you were so active that you wore that joint out. It's because you're not moving and you're consuming things that causes the breakdown of
tissue,
connective tissue.
Wow.
So
didn't think about that. You're right.
Yeah. So a lot of times I hear people talk about, well, I played football in high school or baseball or whatever, but unless you had a tremendous injury, that's probably not the reason you're having to have a joint replacement. It's the lifestyle and all the extra tonnage you're carrying around.
Why are you looking at me? But that's true. Especially, I guess, knee and hip if you're carrying around a little extra. But you're right. It's not necessarily that.
Yeah.
It's other factors as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces to this puzzle, but activity and movement and just walking keeps joints lubricated, as an example.
What lubricates them?
Water.
Water doesn't have oil in it.
I thought he was going to say water doesn't have taste.
Well, it depends on what you get. I have tasted somewhat. Some of this bottled water has a to it.
Yeah, speaking of water, the state of Utah decided to get rid of fluoridated water.
Yes.
And so that's the first state. The type of fluoride that they use is a byproduct of the phosphate fertilizer industry. And it's not naturally occurring fluoride. The natural occurring fluoride is calcium fluoride.
Oh, okay.
That's what you find in the water. But we put a different kind of fluoride, a chemical, in the water. And they discovered this, and that's called hydrofluorosilicate, which is considered a hazardous substance.
Well, it's a byproduct. Is that the byproduct of what you said is a byproduct of?
The phosphate.
The phosphate. Yeah, yeah.
So, they apparently they have a May 7th deadline to end fluoridation in Utah. But then they found out, they said, well, what do we do with the rest of this fluoride? And the powers that be says, well, you are now subject to the regulations as a generator of hazardous waste.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And so this organization said, well, what are we going to do with the fluoride? I said, well, maybe you can just step up the feed rates of the fluoride so you can get rid of it before the 7th. They didn't really want to do that.
Wow.
Too much fluoride causes skeletal issues, something called fluoridosis. Sometimes you'll see people with white splotches on their teeth.
Yeah.
That's an example.
Is that what that? Okay.
Too much fluoride. But then they said, well, maybe you can send it back to the chemical distributor. They don't want to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Has the potential to looking at hiring a hazardous waste cleanup company costs them over $100,000.
Yes.
To do that. But this fluoride that they put in the water generated a lot of it in China. Is not a pharmaceutical grade of fluoride and has other contaminants, including arsenic and lead. So it is certainly neurotoxic. Is too much fluoride is shown to decrease the IQ of children.
Wow.
That consume it. So
okay. Now, this is what it was. I remember it. There was a young man. There were certain people that didn't want me to bring this up, but I'm going to anyway.
No, of course you are.
But there was a young man, a lot of folks know up in our part of the world, that passed away this past week. And I can't remember how old he was, but he wasn't very old. But anyway, at the age of 2, he got a measles shot. And it was bad. And he was mentally handicapped after that shot that he took. I think it was measles.
It probably was. That's one of the more problematic.
And so, but that was, gosh, I don't know if I can't remember how old he was. Was he in his 50s? 57, yeah. So it was in the 50 years ago, but still back then. Oh well, that was just a bad batch. Well, can't just say it's a bad batch.
Well, it's certainly a tragic thing when anyone is injured, for anything, but certainly medical treatment, particularly prevention kind of issues. So, the whole thing is such a controversial thing. If you are of the mind that you believe in those things, then there's not a whole lot that can be done to convince one. Certainly.
Well, no, I know. And so it just makes you, growing up when the polio thing was going around, and we've talked about it before. The adults got a shot. I got a sugar cube that had the stuff in it, and then did the same stuff as every other kid you got before you went to school.
Well, that whole
bam, bam, bam.
The whole polio thing is even everybody points to that as an example of success, but there's so much more to that story.
And
somebody sent over or I found this thing was somewhere, I don't remember the feed it was on, but it was from the National Library of Congress. It was a paper done about polio in either the late 1800s or early 1900s, and it was done by a physician. That polio just means inflammation of the gray matter of the spinal column. So if you get something that it doesn't mean a virus.
Oh,
okay, that's not the medical term. So if you get something that causes some kind of lesion on the spinal column or some kind of thing that's there, which by the way, you'd have to ask how would a virus get into that space, but unless there was some kind of injury, but that causes the paralysis. there was a tremendous connection between babies that were teething back then. This is what this paper was about, and getting what they called polio, which was some type of paralysis. It was associated with the teething remedy because the teething remedy had arsenic in it.
Okay, that'll make you quiet.
So heavy metals were, poisonous metals were used in medical treatment. They used it for if you had a let's just say you lost a finger or something in some kind of industrial accident or something.
Right.
They would soak that in I think some type of arsenic and bromide situation to.
Wow.
And the idea was it was antibacterial, and it may have been, but you were absorbing all that as well. So these babies were treated with these teething pills or drops,
right?
That had arsenic, and so arsenic was a very common remedy that pharmacists would dispense back in those days
because that's what. That was the cure or the help.
The other thing that was associated with polio happened with mostly boys in the summertime, and they were roaming around, in the woods and stuff.
Yeah,
they found apple trees and they ate apples.
Right.
Well, they, the pesticides they were using back then. Arsenic.
Is that right? Was that in most not herbicides but insecticides back then? I remember we laughed about it running behind the DDT truck.
Yeah,
spraying for mosquitoes.
Well, it all started back post
World War II.
No,
one. Okay, I'm sorry.
Civil War.
Whoa.
Yeah, because of the issues with cotton, being able to get cotton after the Civil War, and so they were bringing in moths for silk production.
Yes.
Up in I think Flaherty, Connecticut, and somehow these moths got out and they multiplied and was killing all the trees up there.
Oh my gosh!
And they, when that was happening, they had to come up with remedies for it, and they were the remedy for killing the moths was arsenic. So there's just so much more to this story, and if you look at the the production of the polio quote unquote vaccination, it was tremendously crude. The way they did that. I've seen documentaries on that. So more to the story, but you're out of time.
We are, and the guy who took a sugar cube is waiting right there next to you.
I took one.
Did you?
Sure.
All right.
I did.
That could explain a few things.
It does.
That's it. All right. Thanks, Fred.
Thanks.
Fred Lowry, Lowry Drug Advanced Health and Wellness, 750 Harkness Road in beautiful Statesville.
Ryan Scott's at Randy Marion Chevy in Statesville. And what are you doing now?
I tell you, we got the deals going on. Typical Randy Marion fashion. King of Price 2024. Brand new Chevrolet Malibu LT starting at $19,988. $19,988. Brand new, not used. You come pick the color today. Randy Marion Chevrolet Statesville, right here on I-40. Look for the spinning car, folks, because that's where the deals are.
Hey, Jeff Hammond, tell us about Little Shavers Wood Shop.
It's a great place to go to be able to try to get what you need, whether you're a professional builder or just a handyman. They've got it all, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. That's the one thing about that Chad and Jimbo Shaver have done over there when they built Little Shavers, was that they put something out there for the convenience really of our area. We don't really have one of the big major supply houses that close, so that yet they decided we're going to do this for them, for the community, and everybody I think has been benefiting from it. And the big thing is when you come in the door, I mean, you get personalized service. whether you're, needing some paint, again, whether you're painting your barn or whether you're doing your den, they can mix you up some Pittsburgh paint. They got some great, lines of paint, the stains available up there, all kinds of flooring. And again, great prices. They'll match people's prices from around the county. They can do it.
Thanks, Jeff. Little Shavers Wood Shop, 3301 Salisbury Highway in Statesville. Call 704-872-3148.
All right. Good morning. It is 9 minutes away from 8 o'clock here on a beautiful Wednesday. And if it's Wednesday and it is 9 minutes till 8 o'clock, that makes it time for William Morgan from Capital Management Group of the Carolinas.
You say that I don't love you. You say my love's untrue. Well, darling, if I was a rich man, I'd prove my love to you. I'd buy you a diamond ring and a new fur coat or two. If my nose were running money, honey, I'd blow it all on you. If my nose were running
We talked about that yesterday.
Yes, we did.
Yes, I figured I'd pull that out.
I'm glad you found it.
Yes.
Might have to play the whole thing here in a minute.
Well, I had a Jerry Lewis and Dean Martin song queued up, but Tina said I couldn't play that one.
That's right. Don't do that one.
No,
That's right.
So with all of this volatility that we've seen in the market, it's hard, especially when it is headline driven and words can drive markets up or down 1,000 points. It's hard to know when to buy and when to sell. Because you can make the best calculated decision, informed decision using alphas, betas, coefficients, standard deviations, free cash flow. This is what we need to buy, and then somebody says something stupid, and the market falls. So when is it fundamentally? When is the right time to buy or sell? Now, a buy decision sometimes is a lot easier than when to sell something. It's the single most difficult question for an investor to answer. Professionals and investors both struggle with it. Do you take the profits? Do you cut losses? Do you hold it forever like Warren Buffett does? Well, there are different schools of thought here, and some of them are fundamental, as I've said. Some of them are technical.
Right.
The answer varies depending on the investor situation, but there's some practices to keep in mind. Like, if your stock is performing well, and I'm focusing on stock, but it can actually apply to any investment. Let's just pick on stocks.
Right.
If the stock is performing well, the underlying company is healthy, it's growing, it's profitable, and you don't need the cash, why are you going to sell it?
That's true.
Let it run. Think about this. If you started a profitable hot dog stand, Mr. Wilson, if you're listening.
Yes.
Would you sell it if you started selling more hot dogs than you thought was possible? Well, of course not. You let the business run and listen to the sweet sounds of the cash register ringing. Why should a stock be different? A fundamental investor, and think Warren Buffett, might decide to sell a stock when their opinion of the business prospects changes. If you believe that its best days were behind it, or the price couldn't be justified by business fundamentals, then selling it would make sense. But otherwise, there's really no reason to sell a stock if it's performing well. Let it run and allow earnings compounding to work in your favor. Now, I'm going to put an asterisk there, and I'll come back to that. But of course, not every stock is a winner. Some investments don't work out the way you wanted them to. And when they don't, you need to have a plan in place for when to dump them. But remember, tax loss harvesting or selling a losing stock position possibly can help lower your tax bill. So you can make chicken salad out of chicken poop. Okay. Small losses along the way are rarely going to hurt you. Okay.
Right.
But a handful of large losses can obliterate portfolio returns. There's a theory using a stop loss order. It's the most straightforward way to make sure that a loss stays manageable. When you set a stop loss, you instruct your broker to sell a stock if it hits a certain price. So, for example, let's say you own a stock that's trading for $10 a share.
Right.
You're willing to risk up to $2 a share of loss. So you put a stop loss order in at $8 a share, which means that if the stock falls to 8 or below, the broker will execute an order at that current price. There is an art to setting that perfect stop loss. You want it to be wide enough to allow for normal wiggle room in the stock price. Stocks go up and down on a daily basis, but tight enough to protect you from a significant downside. There is some danger, though. We've seen it recently with these wild swings. You can get stopped out of a position. Maybe your stop loss was triggered, but the stock can actually rebound before the end of the day.
Ooh.
Okay, so you sold it unnecessarily. As we said, if a stock's performing well and trending higher, you generally have no real sense of urgency to sell it. But the only exception, I told you I'd come back to this, would be if one stock performed so well that it has grown to become a disproportionately large piece of your portfolio. In this case, selling a stock to rebalance your portfolio may be something to consider. If your stock trading account is small relative to larger accounts like your 401k, it's probably not a major risk to your financial health if one or a handful of stocks grow to dominate the account. But let's say that a substantial portion of your entire net worth is tied up in a couple of large stocks. I mean, you and I both know people from North Wilkesboro who had made fortunes and were made millionaires by Lowe's.
Yeah.
Okay. 100%
Yep,
of their net
absolutely.
worth was tied up into Lowe's stock.
Yep.
And even though, the company may be wonderful, think Enron, Tyco, Global Crossing, Martha Stewart. I'm just saying these things run their course, and a good company can go bad very easily. You don't immediately have to sell a stock because it's grown to dominate your portfolio, particularly if it's performing well. By doing so, you could also trigger some taxation for you in the form of capital gains. But you should have a plan in place to sell, even if you don't execute it right away. This can be done by initiating a series of stop loss orders, like we said, to sell a portion at certain thresholds. But perhaps the best advice is to resist the urge to get emotionally attached to that stock. See it all the time. You work for a company for 30 years. They're a great company. I love their stock. Yeah, I know. Like I said, Tyco, Global Crossing, Enron, perfect example.
All the big ones.
The more emotionally entwined you are with a position, the more likely you are to lose your objectivity and talk yourself out of selling, or on the other hand, unloading the position sooner than you would have liked. So ultimately, you want to make the decision to sell a stock as mechanical and by the numbers as possible. Make sure that it aligns with your investing goals. And again, talk with a financial advisor if you have any questions.
That's an excellent idea.
Thank you.
So let's see, what is it? Sell low, buy high. Yes.
No.
Great.
Danger,
great.
Will Robinson. Danger.
All right. Well, if you have some of those great questions, let's see here. Coleman says, I found a website that lets you know what Nancy Pelosi's husband is investing in. It's been paying dividends. So
there is actually, and I'm not going to tell you what it is, but there is an app that you can download that tracks purchases of members of Congress.
Really?
Yes, you can. I will not mention it because I'm not promoting that.
That's exactly
now,
right.
If I get paid by that app, I'll be more than happy to wear their T-shirt.
We'll work on that.
Right.
All right. If you have any comments or questions, all you have to do is contact William Morgan.
704-878-6677. The web address is mycmg.net. You can find us on Facebook.
Every time you hear William Morgan on the radio, you will always be
right on the money.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Securities offered through Growth Point Investments, LLC, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisory services offered through Growth Point Advisors, LLC. Growth Point Investments, LLC, and Growth Point Advisors, LLC are subsidiaries of Growth Point Financial, LLC. Capital Management Group is not affiliated with Growth Point Financial, LLC, or its subsidiaries.
Real Country is 550 AM WAME, 92.9 W225BD, Statesville.
All righty. Good morning. It is coming up on 8 o'clock. We've got sunshine peeking through this morning. A little bit of haze out there. 65 our temperature up here on beautiful Signal Hill. We'll check out that weather forecast with Sherry Bell Wilson coming up in just mere moments. But right now, we'll check on the news brought to you by Caudle Coin and Currency with their big sinkhole sale that's going on now downtown. Well, on Tuesday, deputies Alepka of the Idaho County Sheriff's Office, Community-Oriented Policing, that's the COPS unit, responded to a report of a suspicious vehicle on Island Forest Lane in Mooresville. Upon arrival, deputies located a white Cadillac Escalade matching the description given them. As they approached the vehicle, they made contact with a man later identified as Chasman Antonio Houston. Deputies Alepka immediately detected the odor of marijuana and observed a loaded Taurus G3 9mm handgun in plain view on the driver's side floorboard. When questioned about the firearm, Houston broke away and fled on foot, but was quickly apprehended by deputies. During the arrest, it was determined that Houston, who is currently on active probation and a convicted felon, was in possession of approximately 8.51 grams of cocaine, 10.60 grams of marijuana, and $193 in cash. The drugs, cash, and other evidence recovered were consistent with the sale and delivery of narcotics. Deputies Lepka transported Houston to the Iredell County Detention Center, where he appeared before Magistrate Calais. Magistrate Calais found probable cause for multiple charges, and Houston was issued a secured bond of $50,000. Additionally, Houston had 2 outstanding orders for arrest in Iredell County for felony possession of a Scheduled 1 controlled substance, drug paraphernalia, 3 misdemeanor probation violations, and driving while license revoked. Magistrate Calais issued an additional $6,000 bond in connection with those charges. A Mooresville man faces 20 felony charges related to the possession of child sexual abuse material following an investigation by the Mooresville Police Department. The MPD announced the arrest of 33-year-old Miles Reed Morgan of Community Lane Park in Mooresville. Officers responded to the Waterland subdivision on Friday after receiving a report about the presence of explicit material involving children. MPD criminal investigators also responded and met with the individual who contacted the department. After investigators found child sexual abuse material on the device, they arrested Morgan. Investigators obtained a search warrant for the residence and seized additional electronic devices. Morgan was charged with 10 counts of second-degree sexual exploitation of a minor, 10 counts of third-degree sexual exploitation of a minor, and he was transported to the Iredell County Detention Center, where he received a $1.2 million secured bond. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with further information is asked to call Detective Tucker or Detective Cook with the Mooresville Police Department at 704-664-3311. Well, Statesville Police Department Corporal Casey Hoover was honored Monday for the courage, resilience, and commitment to duty that he displayed when he was shot in the line of duty on April 29th of last year. Corporal Hoover was among the officers who came under fire as U.S. Marshals Carolinas Regional Fugitive Task Force members and the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police were attempting to serve an arrest warrant on Galway Drive in Charlotte. He was one of 8 officers who were wounded. During a ceremony at the Statesville City Hall, U.S. Marshal Service Acting Director Mark Patella presented Hoover with the Purple Heart Award in recognition of extraordinary courage he displayed in the face of life-threatening danger. The U.S. Marshal Service presents the Purple Heart Award to officers who have been killed or seriously injured in the line of duty. Corporal Hoover said that he was deeply honored to receive the Purple Heart Award. Take a look at that weather forecast and a bit of sports coming up in just a minute. Hey, Doug Caudle, why is the road closed in front of Caudle Coin and Currency?
Well, Billy, we've got a big old sinkhole down below us.
What?
But don't worry, you can still get to us. In fact, we're having a sinkhole sale. That's right. Whether you need to buy or sell gold and silver, including jewelry, we can work with you and offer you a fair price and even pay you right on the spot.
Gosh, you know, with all the volatility in the world, tariffs, stock market corrections, high interest rates, wars, rumors of wars, things seem to be in a constant state of turmoil these days. Is gold and silver still a safe haven?
Well, Billy, I'm not a financial advisor, but it sure has worked for thousands of years. So if it makes sense for you, we have gold and silver coins and bars in all sizes, and that will fit any budget.
All right, go by and see our friends at Caudle Coin and Currency. They're located in downtown Statesville at 125 East Front Street. Mention you heard about the sinkhole sale on WAME, and you get to choose a terrific coin from the Billy Buck box of prizes.
Ryan Scott's over here at Randy Marion Ford. What's going on?
Billy Buck, new location, Randy Marion Ford, pre-owned right here on Folger Drive. Yes, right across the interstate from the main Ford Lincoln showroom. We have moved over here, so number one, we can stock more units. Number two, we can service our customers better. And number three, when you stock more units in volume, the prices are better. So Randy Marion Ford, pre-owned right here on Folger Drive, right across the interstate from the main Ford and Lincoln showroom. Come see us today.
Hey, Jeff Hammond, tell us about Little Shavers Wood Shop.
It's a great place to go to be able to try to get what you need, whether you're a professional builder or just a handyman. They've got it all, and if they don't have it, they'll get it for you. That's the one thing about that Chad and Jimbo Shaver have done over there when they built Little Shavers, was that they put something out there for the convenience really of our area. We don't really have one of the big major supply houses that close, so that yet they decided we're going to do this for them. for the community, and everybody I think has been benefiting from it. And the big thing is when you come in the door, I mean, you get personalized service. Whether you're needing some paint, again, whether you're painting your barn or whether you're doing your den, they can mix you up some Pittsburgh paint. They got some great lines of paint, the stains available up there, all kinds of flooring, and again, great prices. They'll match people's prices from around the county. They can do it.
Thanks, Jeff. Little Shavers Wood Shop, 3301 Salisbury Highway in Statesville. Call 704-872-3148.
Join us Saturday, May 10th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. for the 8th Annual Foothills Folk Art Festival in downtown Newton. This vibrant, family-friendly event attracts thousands, celebrating local and regional contemporary folk and fine artists with works for sale, artist demonstrations, and hands-on art activities for the kids, featuring over 100 art vendors. Enjoy live music on 2 stages featuring the Sigmund Stringers, Mac Arnold and Play the Blues, and more. Plus, savor delicious food from downtown restaurants and food trucks, and relax in our beer garden. Don't miss this celebration of creativity and community at the Foothills Folk Art Festival, downtown Newton. Visit us at downtownnewton.org.
ProgressiveInsurance.com presents the Sports Flash on Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME. The Braves beat the Rockies 8-2 in Denver on Tuesday night. Michael Harris II drove in 3 runs and handed the Rockies their 16th loss in 17 games. Atlanta's won 2 in a row. They're a game under 500 at 14-15. Matt Olson had a season-high 3 hits. Austin Riley and Nick Allen had 2 RBI each. Eli White hit a triple and a double. After a 5-13 start, Atlanta's won 9 of their last 11 games. The Carolina Hurricanes advanced past the New Jersey Devils with a 5-4 double overtime win last night in Raleigh. The Hurricanes win the series 4-1. Sebastian Aho scored the overtime winner. He had 2 goals and an assist in the win. Tar Heels baseball ripped George Mason 13-4 on Tuesday. Back home tonight hosting Queens College. The Tar Heels ranked number 4 in this week's D1Baseball.com Top 25. Save big when you bundle auto and home, renters, or condo with Progressive. That's the Sports Flash. I'm Chuck Sanders, Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME.
At Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Wait. Skechers put the S in comfort?
Yes, comfort you have to feel to believe. Skechers, we put the S in comfort.
Let me try. Okay, I'm just stepping in and... Oh, wow. Skechers put the S in comfort.
Duh, we told you.
Find Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Are you having trouble hearing? Hearing loss can devastate the quality of your life. Now, there's an affordable fix for you or your loved one. Rated the best hearing aids of 2025 by Forbes Health, Audion Hearing has the highest quality hearing aids at the lowest prices, starting at just $98 a pair.
I actually like them better than my old $5,000 hearing aids.
I could not believe how my hearing and life changed.
Join over 1 million happy customers by going to audionhearing.com. That's AUDIEN hearing.com.
Could be in the low to mid 60s as we're heading out this Wednesday morning. It's going to be mostly sunny this morning, then partly sunny with a chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Our high is going to be getting into the mid 80s. At our overnight lows, it's going to be around 61. It'll be partly sunny and really warm on Thursday, highs in the mid 80s. Friday, it's going to be partly sunny and a little breezy. Got a chance for showers and afternoon thunderstorms. Highs are going to be in the low 80s. We're going to need a tall glass of ice-cold sweet tea this afternoon because summer's trying to give us a little preview. That's today's weather from your sunny south weather girl, Sherry Bell Wilson with WAME.
The Carolina Swap Shop. Buy, sell, trade. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Call 888-331-0269.
But it was all that I could do to keep from crying. Sometimes it seems so useless to remain.
after 8. Coming up, the impossible questions on the way.
Let's begin with the day I met her and how fast this good old boy is.
Little song, whistling going down the road this morning, unless you're on 77.
Then you're whistling still on 77.
That's right. So I'm not sure how far along they are getting it cleaned up northbound, but coming out of Morrisville, heading towards Statesville, there was a mess this morning. It's down around the 38, somewhere in that vicinity. So anyway, it was a wreck there at what used to be the rest area before they built the new modern giant one north of town. And then southbound was Gawkin. So
and then we got a traffic accident semi-related, because it's probably due to all the traffic going off the
around.
road,
Yeah,
on 21 at Oates Road.
Yeah. So, you know, well, we won't get.
What was it they used to say? Drive like you got some sense.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Drive like you got some sense. All right, so we mentioned the catfish fry going on at South Iredell this afternoon from 4 till 7. It's to go only. Go to southiredellffa.com to get your tickets, or see Duck Wyatt. He's probably got his tickets for himself.
Yeah,
and maybe
for the right price, he might sell
maybe
them
the
to
boys.
you.
That's just true. Then tomorrow, or not tomorrow, I'm sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Saturday morning, head on over to the V Point Ruatan Club. They got their country ham breakfast
They got ham, biscuits, hot and mild sausage, grits, sausage gravy, eggs, apples, coffee, orange juice, and drinks. Eat in or take out. Donations only. So there's not a set price,
Okay.
So actually, that's a tip for all of you charities out there that want to do these type of things. A donation is the best way to go.
Because people will give you more usually.
That's right. They'll drop a 20 in the hat, and that's it. So anyway, also we had these folks on the other week. Eddie Lyle's Community Support Benefit is Saturday. Gates open at 2:00, and it's a rain or shine event. And it's going to be at North Errol High School in the that front area there where they built the Performing Arts Center. And all those parking lots. There's just parking lots everywhere up there at North. So check that out. It's going to be a great time all afternoon long. Tapped off with a concert by the Band of Ages, which is actually the Band of Geezers. Bless his heart. I'm just kidding. But it's a good band. You'll love that. And on Saturday, let's see, this is be Saturday morning from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. over at Fort Dobbs Hardware. They're having a cruise in. It's absolutely free admission, but they've got I guess they got a food truck that's doing biscuits. They've got door prizes, and they've got live music from 10 until noon. So you want to check it out, Fort Dobbs Hardware there on Turnersburg Highway. And coming in.
What time does the thing at Eddie's start?
Eddie's thing starts at 2 p.m.
So you can go to Fort Dobbs.
Yeah.
Come down and see us.
Yeah.
Go up to Eddie's thing.
I like it.
And then what's the other thing we got going on?
Then the other thing is Harmony Hill has got their spring music festival at Hebron Baptist Church. And that's in the evening.
In the evening. So then you can go from Eddie's to up to Harmony.
I like your planning.
See?
From 5 until 7 o'clock, Wood Family's going to be playing. And of course, Hebron Church is conveniently located on Hebron Road.
Right.
Just off 21.
Which is right up from North Idaho High School.
That's right. So it's free admission. Love offering will be held for that. So, and one or two of them will be coming in about an hour or so from now. So that'll be good. All right. I think we've got all those announcements out there, including our big show going on at the Idaho County Fairgrounds.
The Home and Outdoor Expo.
And it'll be all day Saturday.
10 a.m. to 7 p.m., I think.
And then Sunday afternoon. So should be good.
Noon to 5.
Mm-hmm. All right. So with all that taken care of, here's what we've got to do right now.
Yeah.
That's right. It's time for the world's most popular radio game show. And that, of course, is The Impossible Question. The opportunity for you to win fabulous prizes. All right. Going back to yesterday, let me flip back off here. Not flip you off, but flip back off. Let me go back again. That was the wrong one. Right.
I don't remember what the dog was.
Yes. It was according to research. The most money ever paid for one of these was $5.7 million. Paid for what? A pet dog. It was a Catabomb Okami.
Okay.
It's a cross between a Caucasian Shepherd and a wolf. Okay, anyway. Lene got the big win yesterday, so congratulations. Now, we've got today's impossible question. Listen carefully. Now I got to go back and find what I did with it. All right, there it is. The average kitchen, we found out, we went into your house and we looked around and we found out that the average kitchen has at least 5 of these. Has at least 5 what? All right, you think you know? The average kitchen has at least 5 of these. What do you think it is? All right, 704-873-9929. 873-9929. Or hit us up on the Facebook or the YouTube and see if you can answer this morning's impossible question. There you go. All right. So let me flip back up on over here and over here and over here. All right. Of course, my Facebook is missing. Let me
Chelsea
bring it
Conklin
back up
says
again.
random cups.
Random cups, like solo cups and coffee cups. And so that's good.
But that's not it.
No, that's not it. All right. So, let me turn that down when I got that on. All right. Sharon says spatulas. No, not spatulas. Or if we say it here, spatulas.
I have a few of those.
Good morning. How you doing?
Yeah.
What do you think that answer is?
Outlet.
What's that now? I'm missing that. It's just not coming through
Do me
too
a favor
well.
and turn your radio down a little bit.
Outlet.
I still can't. It sound like he's in water.
So try it again here in just a minute. Hang up and try another line. So missing that. I'm sorry. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. How about moochers waiting for a meal?
That's why you're not allowed in our house. But no, that's not it. All right. So what did we pick up? Bobby says cutting boards. Chelsea says can openers. Chelsea comes back and says bottle openers. No, no, and no. Good morning. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm going to go with cutting board.
Cutting boards is a good guess, but no, that's not it. All right. Thank you. Good morning. How you doing? Yep, we lost you. Good morning. How you doing?
Good. I hope you are.
Yeah. What do you think?
Junk drawers.
Junk drawers. At least. But no, that's not it. All right. Thanks. So once again,
Penny French comes back and says sponges or dish towels.
that's good. That's good.
And then Ronald Riddle says plastic containers with no lids.
That's even better. But no. All right. The average kitchen has at least 5 of these. Has 5 what? All right. So Mike says cookbooks on how to grill chicken. But no, that's not it. But that's a good guess.
You probably go ahead.
All right. Let's do another one. Good morning. How you doing?
Good.
Good. What do you think?
Outlet.
Outlets. Great guess. But no, that's not it. All right. Thanks. I think that's what he was trying to say a while ago.
Yeah.
That's it. But no, it is not a utensil. I'll go with that. It's not a utensil.
Most people that have kids are going to have more of these.
Ooh, good guess. Or good clue. Good morning. How you doing?
Portable appliances.
Portable appliances is good, but no, that's not it. All right. Let's try another one. All right. Again, it's not an appliance or anything like that. I don't know how you classify outlets. So, but no, it's not one of
It's not
those
outlets
either. Oh, look at this. This is good. Small appliances, pot holders, bread ties. Ah, yes, I tried to save those. Lunch bags or boxes. Sharon says, I believe there she comes back again down there, and Sharon says cereal. And cereal is exactly right. There you are. Boxes of cereal. You have at least 5 boxes of cereal. So at least means you might have more, you might have less than that. I think right now we have 2. But it's the same cereal, but she bought a full box in case the other one.
Yeah.
So
that's
anyway,
normally what we do.
Sharon's got it there. Let's see. Dean come back with sippy cups and forks eggs.
Forks eggs? What is forks eggs? I don't know what that is.
I'm not sure either, but I'm interested in finding out.
Dwayne, you'll have to send us a message and let us know what that is.
That's right. So anyway, Sharon, all we need is your address and we'll get you fixed up. There's your answer this morning. Cereal boxes.
Hey, Grandpa, what's for supper?
I got a pint of beans so hot and steamy, a pint of slaw in red or white, a pound of fresh barbecue fresh off the hog, a dozen hush puppies, and a whole lot more to feed your family of four. Call Randy's Barbecue now at 704-873-4444 or 704-528-2300. Let Randy's take care of dinner tonight. Southern barbecue done right.
Hello, everyone. This is Jeff McNeely, owner of G&M Milling Company at 4000 Taylorsville Highway in beautiful downtown Lowry, North Carolina. We are a full-service, family-owned livestock feed mill that has feed for whatever animals you have. We also sell seeds that are specifically bred for forage grown in western North Carolina. Please come see us or call us at 704-873-5758 or check us out on Facebook. Thank you for supporting small local businesses like us, and may God bless y'all.
Eagle Rental is your secret weapon for conquering any project, from fixing a fence to building a fortress. Need tools? Well, they got more than a hardware store on steroids. Need some advice? Their team dishes out pro tips faster than you can say, "How's this thing work?" Whether you're a DIY daredevil or a pro with a plan, Eagle Rental ensures you got the right gear and the know-how how to crush it. Skip the guesswork. Eagle Rental has your back and your project. In Statesville and Troutman, Eagle Rental.
You know, since 1970, Godfrey's Tree Service, a third-generation locally owned and operated business, has been proudly serving Iredell County. With over 50 years' experience, they're experts in protecting your property from tree damage, focusing on quality, service, accuracy, and safety. Storm cleanup, tree removal, pruning, stump grinding, and removal, Godfrey's can handle it all. Godfrey's Tree Service, when experience counts the most. So call Godfrey's today for a free tree inspection and estimate. 704-880-2934. Let Godfrey's go out on a limb for you.
I'm yelling timber.
You're tuned to Real Country, 550 and 92.9 WAME. This is your daddy's station, and your daddy was right. This is Real Country Music, 550 and 92.9 WAME.
All right. So if you were around for William Morgan a while ago, almost an hour ago, about 45 minutes ago, his opening song today was by a guy named Mike Snyder. And this actually it's a song about money and being rich and all that. But it also, this first part, goes along with allergies and all the other things that we're experiencing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, if my nose was running money, I'd blow it all on you.
You say that I don't love you, you say my love's untrue. Well, darling, if I was a rich man, I'd prove my love to you. I'd buy you a diamond ring and a new fur coat or two.
Real Country 550 and 92.9 WAME. And I got it made. There's that John Anderson. It is 21 minutes away from 9 o'clock here. Look at that day out there. Just a gorgeous day, and the sun is south. 68, our temperature already this morning. Probably going to be up near 80, maybe a little above before the afternoon is over with. So we're looking forward to that.
Showers, though.
Possibility. There's possibility as a front moves closer to us. So we'll look at that. Let's see here what I got. I'm going to save that if Duck gets here today. I'm assuming Duck's coming. By the way, obviously, if you're a longtime listener, you know the Rev is not here today. He is keeping up with a relative having some surgery down in Spartanburg, South Carolina. So that's where he is at today. So thoughts and prayers out to that folks down in Spartanburg. All right. So yesterday we celebrated Willie Nelson's birthday.
That's right. 92.
And we found out that, like yesterday, it's Willie's birthday today again. Did you know Willie Nelson has 2 birthdays?
I did not.
Here he is explaining why in an interview. This happened back in 2018. That he has 2 birthdays, or he celebrates.
I was born at before midnight on the 29th, but it didn't get registered in the county courthouse until the next day, the 30th. So it went out officially as the 30th. So I used to do both days.
Now you're a medical type person.
Uh-huh.
So I don't understand that. Well, maybe back since 92 years ago that they did that stuff. But if you were born at midnight, if you officially popped out at midnight
at 12 a.m.
12, yeah.
Okay.
At midnight, yeah. So
at 12 a.m. you were officially on the next day.
Okay.
But they used to not register, like even whenever I was born, they didn't register my birth certificate for almost 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, but they put the right date on it.
They put the right date on it, but it was several weeks before it was actually registered.
And if you were born at 11:59, it was the previous day.
So if I would have been born 11:59 on June 12th, which I was born on June 12th,
yes,
that would have been my birthday, which it is. But I was
Yeah.
born at like 9:50 something in the morning.
So,
but if it was at midnight, then it would be the next day.
But the way they so anyway, yeah, they'd wait till the next day or whatever to fill out the form, but they would still put
the time of birth,
the day when you were born. They wouldn't skip a day. Oh,
well, he didn't say that it was because of them skipping anything. He just said that it was because they registered his.
I was born at before midnight on the 29th, but it didn't get registered in the county courthouse until the next day, the 30th. So it went out officially as the 30th.
So it went out officially as the 30th.
So he celebrates both days. I think it was just that he got a little too much stuff in a system and he forgot which day it was.
There's a great possibility in that. Why not? All right, 18 till 9 o'clock.
Ryan Scott's over here at Randy Marion Ford. What's going on?
Billy Buck, new location, Randy Marion Ford, pre-owned right here on Folger Drive. Yes, right across the interstate from the main Ford Lincoln showroom. We have moved over here. So number one, we can stock more units. Number two, we can service our customers better. And number three, when you stock more units in volume, the prices are better. So Randy Marion Ford pre-owned right here on Folger Drive, right across the interstate from the main Ford and Lincoln showroom. Come see us today.
This is William Morgan with Capital Management Group. Think of all the fads you've seen over the years. If they were meant to last, you'd still be wearing platform shoes, driving a Firebird, playing Pac-Man. But fads don't last, and that's true in finance too. So why do many big financial institutions promote the latest investment fads? Sure, they look good now, but it's doubtful they will stand the test of time. If that's how these firms handle their money, do you really want them managing yours? At Capital Management Group, we invest with sound economic principles, not in fleeting trends. This approach has served our clients well for several generations. Sound financial advice never goes out of style. Let's talk about how Capital Management Group can work for you. Call us at 704-878-6677 for a free consultation or visit our website at mycmg.com.
Hey, this is Jason Drum from Drum Landscape Supply. At our nursery right now, we've got the largest selection we've ever had of broadleaf plants, evergreens, flowering shrubs, perennials, flowers, and hanging baskets. But part of what we offer at Drum Landscape Supply is the expertise to make you a successful gardener. Even if you've got a brown thumb, we'll help you find the right plant so that you can be confident in your gardening and get out and enjoy nature just a little bit. Come on down and see us at Drum Landscape Supply. We're located in the same spot as we have been for the past 14 plus years on 2410 Northside Drive in Statesville, aka the Frontage Road. Come on down and see us. We're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and Saturdays in the spring from 8 a.m. until 2. DrumLandscapeSupply.com or give us a call at 704-253-7010.
Hey, if you're looking for a new mattress, come on by Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress at 1010 Salisbury Road. They carry the gold standard of two-sided mattresses, Golden Mattress. Why pay for a one-sided mattress when you can get a two-sided mattress for less than the price of a one-sided mattress? At Southern Comfort, we stock the only two-sided pocketed coil mattress on the market. We stock the old school heavy-duty coil mattress for the 300-plus pound size person. We have plush to firm to fit whatever comfort level you're looking for. And everything's in stock. So why wait and why pay high prices for a one-sided mattress when you can get two sides for less than the price of a one side? Come on by the gold standard of two-sided mattresses.
And this just in, stop by now to see the brand new inventory of recliners by Best Home Furnishings at Southern Comfort Furniture and Mattress, 1010 Salisbury Road in Statesville.
Statesville and Iredell County's hometown radio station, Real Country, WAME 92.9 and 550.
Statesville schools rank among the 20 largest school districts in North Carolina. Our teachers represent a wealth of knowledge, with the average teacher in our district having 15 years of teaching experience. Iredell Statesville Schools' innovative approach blends a one-to-one technology initiative with collaborative best practices and a hands-on approach to learning. In addition to traditional school settings, the district provides a wide range of exciting educational opportunities through our choice programs, specifically designed for unique student needs. No matter your age, your background, or your personal goals, there's a place for you in the Iredell Statesville Schools.
Ryan Scott's at Randy Marion Chevy in Statesville, and what are you doing now?
I tell you, we got the deals going on. Typical Randy Marion fashion. King of Price 2024, brand new Chevrolet Malibu LT starting at $19,988. $19,988, brand new, not used. You come pick the color today. Randy Marion Chevrolet Statesville, right here on I-40. Look for the spinning car, folks, because that's where the deals are.
Hey, are you ready to part with your treasured pieces? Well, discover the value of your gold, silver, and fine timepieces at our Gregory Jewelers during the exclusive 3-day buying event. It's happening April 29th through May 1st at 122 West Broad Street, downtown Statesville. Bring in your precious metals, heirloom watches, and more to receive a no-obligation evaluation and immediate payment during the 3-day buying event, April 29th through May 1st only at our Gregory Jewelers. Springtime is here, and our showroom is blooming. Who has a game room in the works? Are you looking for family and home entertainment? Look no further than Pocket Change Amusement. We're your premier source with the largest retail showroom in the area. Open to the public, and we offer competitive pricing you just can't beat. Pool tables, foosball, air hockey, shuffleboard, jukeboxes, neon signs, skee ball, arcade systems, supplies, and so much more. Come see us Monday through Friday, 10 to 5, 2731 Ebony Hill Road in Statesville, just a half mile off I-77, exit 45. Come on in the jukebox store.
Could be in the low to mid 60s as we're heading out this Wednesday morning. It's going to be mostly sunny this morning, then partly sunny with a chance for showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Our high is going to be getting into the mid 80s. At our overnight lows, it's going to be around 61. It'll be partly sunny and really warm on Thursday, highs in the mid 80s. Friday, it's going to be partly sunny and a little breezy. Got a chance for showers and afternoon thunderstorms. Highs are going to be in the low 80s. We're going to need a tall glass of ice-cold sweet tea this afternoon because summer's trying to give us a little preview. That's today's weather from your sunny south weather girl, Sherry Bell Wilson with WAME.
The Carolina Swap Shop. Buy, sell, trade. Weekdays, 10 a.m. Call 888-331-0269.
She played tambourine with a silver jingle, and she must have known the words to at least a
It's Real Country at 550 and 92.9 WAME. He got you and I got Mexico. That would be you. Didn't you go to Mexico?
I've been to Mexico a couple of times.
That's what I mean. Did they kick you out? Did they deport you?
No, they wanted me to stay.
I bet they did. All right, 10 minutes after 9 o'clock, 10 minutes after 9. And so Duck's not going to be with us today. They all skipped out on us today.
They just decided to run away.
So we're going to get Bob, though, from up in Harmony Way to be here a little bit in a little while.
So.
But before that, you're a movie watcher.
I am a movie watcher.
Do you, well, not much anymore. Do you go to the movies?
Rarely.
Yeah. That's because
tickets are like $20 a piece.
Yeah. And popcorn and drinks are the same thing. Yeah. So even if you went to the cheap movie, it's still
not cheap.
You're going to spend a bunch of money. But anyway, but you remember back, there was a movie called Misery.
Misery, yes. It had Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. And the guy that was he was a writer, and he was stranded out there. He was Sonny Corleone in The Godfather. Dang, what was his name?
Hold that thought, as you normally
He
say.
also, Vaughn ought to know this one too, because he was also in a John Wayne movie. And
he was in Misery?
He was in Misery.
Let's see. James Caan.
James Caan, there you go. And Mike Davidson knew exactly who it was. James Caan. That you don't win anything, Mike, because that wasn't really a contest. It's just was me not knowing, which is normal. So, but thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. James James Caan. So James Caan was the guy who was in. Have you seen the movie at all?
The only part I've ever seen is that scene where she's got him
tied to the bed. That's the scene.
Yes.
Rob Reiner, who I guess was directing that particular one, and we know Rob Reiner as Meathead from All in the Family, explained why the most famous scene in Misery doesn't match the book. If you read the book Misery by Stephen King,
there's a book.
Yeah, that's a book. Yeah. Kathy Bates' character chops the guy's feet off.
Oh.
So they changed it to breaking both ankles with a sledgehammer because he wanted the character to show growth by the end. And it seemed hard to do if he was literally in pieces. So all those that have seen the show, I'm going to play the audio of that. And even though you can see Kathy Bates with the sledgehammer raising her hammer up and smashing his ankles, it's the sound that makes the whole scene. So I'm just getting ready to brace yourself. Here we go. Kathy Bates.
Paul, do you know about the early days of the Kimberley diamond mines? Do you know what they did to the native workers who stole diamonds? If they caught them, they had to make sure they could go on working, but they also had to make sure they could never run away.
Whatever you're thinking about doing, please don't do it. Eddie, for God.
It's for the best.
Eddie, please!
Almost done. Just one more. God, I love you.
As she's hitting him with a sledgehammer.
She's hitting him with his sledgehammer. God, I love you. And she's so quietly going like, they're the first one, and then she goes like, one more. And so, man. Anyway, now we know a little bit behind the scenes. If I didn't read the book, and because I would see in my mind chopping a guy's feet off.
Did you read? You never read the book?
No.
Okay.
Kathy Bates and screenwriter William Goldman told Reiner not to change it, but he did Anyway, so there's your little bit
Oh,
of.
so they wanted it to be cutting his feet off.
Yeah, they wanted it to be exactly like the book, to tribute to the book. But at the end, Rob blasts her away with I think a shotgun or something,
Right.
Or
He kills her somehow.
Yeah, somehow or other. So he couldn't do that if he didn't have any feet. So, and we had to get rid of her.
That's all anybody knows her as, really.
That's true.
Any movie, no matter what movie or TV show you see her on,
Yeah,
that's the image that you see of her.
And you know what she's on now is Matlock.
Matlock, yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, all right, it's 15 minutes after 9 o'clock. Let's break some legs, boys.
Dolly and Ricky Van Shelton and rocking in those rocking years, just sitting on the porch. We have actually 4 rocking chairs at our house.
Really?
Yeah, 2 of them are official Troutman rocking chairs,
Okay.
and 2 of them are, I don't know where they came from, but they're rocking chairs.
Cool.
But and they're red. Well, they're not like fire engine red, or kind of a darker red. And normally they are, but now they're yellow.
Because of all the pollen.
I guess one of these days we got to go out there and clean them off before we can sit down.
I have 2. I've got one that's looks handmade.
Yeah.
That was given to me, and then I have one that was given to me that is not handmade.
So,
or handmade. I mean, it's factory made.
Yeah, it's not put together with pegs and wooden thing and all that.
Now the one is, but the second one is not.
Oh, okay. So this is bless their hearts. We had to call our son-in-law on this story that came out. Can't remember if it was yesterday or the day before. He is on the USS Gerald Ford.
Okay.
Which is the largest ship in the world. And they had it's called the arresting cable. You know, when the plane comes in to land, that cable catches them and keeps them. So it broke about a month or so ago. So they're I don't know if
theirs did, or this.
No, the Gerald Ford's did.
Oh, okay.
And so, but I mean, nothing happened. It broke, not trying to catch a plane, but it just broke.
Just malfunctioned.
So they, I don't know if they're back to Norfolk. I think they're back in Norfolk to get it worked on. But over in, let's see, where was it? Yemen. Over in Yemen, the USS Harry Truman. There's Houthi, I think is the way they call them, the rebels, those Yemens. They take little boats and try to attack Navy ships.
Right.
Haven't figured that out yet. But anyway, so the captain of the ship told the guy driving the ship to turn sharp to avoid, this little boat that's attacking them. And on the flight deck, they were moving, and let's see what the exact one is. It was an F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet. They were moving it. And so when the ship, and it's not going to be turning like a car would turn. It takes a little bit to turn a big ship. But anyway, it was sharp turn enough. Well, the F-18 Super Hornet fighter jet rolled off of the ship and pretty well sank right down to the bottom of the Red Sea. There was only minor injuries as a result. There wasn't a pilot on board or anything because they were moving it. But thankfully there were no injuries or anything like that. They haven't officially commented on it, but so we called to see, is this a real story or is this, one of those National Enquirer things? And I said, no, it was a real story. So you got a $60 million plane that just kind of rolled right off the top of the aircraft carrier.
Bottom of the.
Bless its heart. So I wonder if they'll try to pull it up out of there and refurbish it. Not sure if he'll do that. Anyway, all right, 26 minutes after 9 o'clock, our special guest is coming up.
This is William Morgan with Capital Management Group. Think of all the fads you've seen over the years. If they were meant to last, you'd still be wearing platform shoes, driving a Firebird, playing Pac-Man. But fads don't last, and that's true in finance too. So why do many big financial institutions promote the latest investment fads? Sure, they look good now, but it's doubtful they will stand the test of time. If that's how these firms handle their money, do you really want them managing yours? At Capital Management Group, we invest with sound economic principles, not in fleeting trends. This approach has served our clients well for several generations. Sound financial advice never goes out of style. Let's talk about how Capital Management Group can work for you. Call us at 704-878-6677 for a free consultation or visit our website at mycmg.net.
Tired of roof troubles? Well, since 2010, Down Home Roofing has been the trusted choice for homeowners and businesses across Northwest North Carolina, providing expert residential, commercial, and repair services for all roof types. They back their installations with a solid 10-year workmanship warranty and offer free, no-obligation quotes. From complete replacements to minor repairs, their team ensures your roof is one less thing you have to worry about. Don't wait till it's too late. Get covered with Down Home Roofing today. Call 704-662-2416. That's 704-662-2416. Birthdays and anniversaries on 550 and 92.9 WAME are brought to you every weekday morning at 7:20 by BridgeNet Fiber, offering simple, local, reliable, and professional internet service. BridgeNet Fiber is dedicated to keeping you connected. Whether for your home or business, their dependable team is just a phone call away. Celebrate special moments with us each morning. And remember, for all your internet needs, call BridgeNet Fiber at 704-228-1001. Reliable service is closer than you think. Hey, Ardell County, you know running a small business is no small feat, and getting more customers, well, it can be a real challenge these days. That's where Skyview Marketing comes in. They make amazing websites and handle your marketing while keeping you in the loop every step of the way. At Skyview, they say what they mean and mean what they say. So head on over to skyviewmarketing.co to book a free call and see how they can help your business grow. Don't let your business fall behind. Partner with Skyview Marketing today. That's skyviewmarketing.co.
How do you know which vitamins, herbs, or homeopathics are right for you? Come to Lowry Drug. You will be amazed at our selection of natural products, including vitamins, minerals, protein supplements, herbs, homeopathics, essential oils, and Bach flower remedies. We have quality products and smart selection for your better health. Come see us at Lowry Drug on Harkness Road in Statesville, or call 704-873-2247. Come see us.
Hey, are you ready to part with your treasured pieces? Well, discover the value of your gold, silver, and fine timepieces at our Gregory Jewelers during the exclusive 3-day buying event. It's happening April 29th through May 1st at 122 West Broad Street, downtown Statesville. Bring in your precious metals, heirloom watches, and more to receive a no-obligation evaluation and immediate payment during the 3-day buying event, April 29th through May 1st only at our Gregory Jewelers.
Attention all home decor and comfort lovers. White Sales Home Furnishings and Flooring just received a huge truckload of Spring Air back support mattresses, and they're on sale now. All sizes and firmness levels available at unbeatable prices. Plus, we've got a massive selection of home furnishings, including sofas, recliners, tables, and more at spectacular savings. And that's not all. When you're ready to give your floors a makeover, we've got the best selection of carpet, hardwood, laminates, and more. Hurry in today to shop our incredible deals and revamp your home in style. White Sales, 583 Turnersburg Highway, Statesville.
All righty, good morning. It is 9:30, right on the button. And we got another glorious day in the sunny south going on. Looking for temperatures today to be up in the 80s, and we'll do it too because it's already 71 degrees at 9:30 in the morning. So chances are real good we'll be up in the 80s. Chance maybe of an afternoon shower or thunder shower might just pop up. All right, special delivery from Harmony, North Carolina. It is Harmony for you. You live actually in Harmony?
No, I live close to Turnersburg.
Oh, you're down at the cattle auction.
Yeah.
And so Bob Hogan is in here this morning. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing today?
Roll that up, put next to that microphone or pull it. There you go. You're so soft-spoken.
I'm doing fine and I'm glad to be here today. And I actually live in Charles, North Carolina. So
Charles Fest this past
Charles
weekend.
Fest, yep.
How'd that go?
Oh, it went real well. Our mayor, so-called mayor, Kevin Robertson, lined all that up, and he did a great job. And it was a lot of people, a lot of fun.
I bet so. So it's nice when a community can just do stuff.
It is. It is.
And that's pretty good. And so you retired Air Force, but what you been doing since? What's your regular job you've been doing?
Well, I retired several years ago, but I worked at old Uniglass Industries.
Oh, yeah.
In a lab technician for about 30 years.
You
worked for Statesville Stained Glass for about 8 years.
There you go.
And I just moved around. I finally retired. I had a heart attack in 2008, and
Mercy.
kind of set me back a little bit, but been doing fine.
Heart attacks will do that sort of thing.
They will.
Yes, they will. But you're the one we a lot of times we talk to when you come and we talk about Harmony Hill is that bearded giant who apparently he's now the $6 million man. He had all sorts of things.
He had a Wesley Discern. He had a total shoulder replacement.
Wow.
Never done before. There was 4 surgeons in Winston that worked on him. And he said, the doctor said that had never been done before that way. They totally took everything out from his neck to his elbow, took everything out, replaced it with a prosthetic, and put it all back together. So,
wow. You're right. Now, I've had rotator cuff in both of them, but it wasn't nothing like that.
No.
Wow. Well, bless his heart. He texted me yesterday. I think it was like that. Because I texted him and asked him how he was doing and if he would be here. And he wrote back, he said, nah, let me tell you what happened.
He wanted to, really.
Oh, I know he did. And he's such a big talker. He talks so fast. He and Fred Lowry are just
On the same level.
Oh, that's right. So before we get into what's going on this weekend, because we've talked to y'all quite a bit about it's actually a big doings. It's called Harmony Hill Camp Meeting, and y'all usually have it in the fall.
October, second week of October.
Yeah, up in Harmony.
In Harmony on the hill, 901 and 21. Yeah.
And so that got started. I think you said Wesley started it.
Wesley started in 1846.
That's why he's having to have that shoulder surgery.
That's exactly right.
Explains a lot of things.
And so what was the camp meeting? It's for those that might not know what a camp meeting is.
Okay. In 1846, camp meeting was started where Harmony School is today.
Mhm.
Harmony School was built in 1907. But in the years prior to that, there was a family that owned that land that let the people gather. They gathered for 2 weeks at a time. They would bring their mules and wagons, their families, and they would come from Davie County, Alexander County, South Iredell, everywhere.
Wherever, yeah.
And they would come with their wagons and their families, and they would camp out for 2 weeks at a time, and they'd have revival meetings. Speakers would come in and speak.
Mm-hmm.
One of the first to preach was a blind Methodist minister, Brantley York, who came in 1847 and preached at the camp meeting.
Oh.
Camp meeting was held on a hill, right there where the school is, before it was built. And several years later, I think about 50 years later, they built an arbor to keep people out of the weather.
Yeah, something permanent.
They did, and they used to camp out and build fires and cook and wash and just hang out for about 2 weeks and
wow,
have services. It was really, really something.
Yeah, it is. And so you've kept that tradition going, although it's changed a little bit.
It has
since
changed
the 1900s or 1800s.
You got to think too. I mean, through the Civil War, through the World Wars, and it someone has kept it going. We've been doing it, I guess, about 10 or 12 years, and we're looking for some new blood to come in. And, and to keep it going. So
well, Wesley's getting old.
He is. He is.
You're not, but Wesley is. So it's it. So, gosh, back in it's just 2021,
right?
Y'all got celebrated the 175th anniversary of the Harmony Hill Camp Meeting. That was a state thing, right?
It was. It was recognized by the state of North Carolina as a historical town and a historical event. It's also listed in the state records now as part of their permanent history, and you could look that up at any time. Our representative, House Representative Jeff McNeely, and our Senator Vicky Sawyer, along with Lieutenant Governor at the time Mark Robinson, recognized us on the House floor and gave us a document that we took to the mayor of Harmony at the time, and it's in the town city hall right
was
now.
that who was the mayor at the time? Do you?
Lee Matney.
Okay.
He was blind, and he went with us, and several of us went up, and we had a good time. They were really receptive to us and gave us just a good handout and pat us on the back. And they gave us a standing ovation on the House floor. And
that's great.
Really, 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 really nice.
That's cool.
What would be even better if they gave you a little check, but you
Well,
know,
it would have been nice.
It would have been. It kind of helped out a little bit. But so the Harmony Hill Camp Meeting is like you said, it's in October. But you got something special coming up this weekend,
right?
What's that?
In several years, this is our 5th annual Harmony Hill Music Festival. Now we decided 5 years ago since it was from October to October during the camp meeting, we needed something to give it a little break and to kind of motivate people.
Yeah.
So we decided to have a music festival, and so 5 years ago we set up the Harmony Hill Music Festival at the same site, and it was in the springtime, and we usually April or May, and then we started having cooler weather and cloudy days, so we moved it inside to Harmony Baptist Church for a while, the Life Center, and then we had the opportunity for Hebron Baptist Church to allow us to come into their venue, to their church, and start having it inside. So every year now, we've had a good turnout in Hebron Baptist Church, and that's where this event will be on May 3rd from 5 to 7 at Hebron Baptist Church. And we'll be having the Wood Family Tradition this year.
Yeah.
We have had the Williamson Branch. We have had the Primitive Quartet. We've had some
big names,
real good groups to come in, but we're looking forward this year to having a gospel bluegrass Wood Family come in and do their thing.
And they do a good job. Well, there's a couple of them there, but mostly they do a good job. I'm just kidding. And so we're going to have music. We're going to have any kind of concessions or snacks or anything, or we just playing music.
We're just going to play music.
There you go.
We'll let people come in and then just enjoy the music for a couple of hours, and look forward to it very much.
Oh yeah, and they do a great job.
I had a little write-up that Mike sent me yesterday. If I could read just a little bit of it.
Absolutely.
He said that the Wood family had been together collectively for 150 years of combined experience of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel genre. He said the family values, legacy, faith, and humor are just a few things that the Wood family tradition brings to the stage. And he said that from his father, Al Wood, who began in the 60s, Mike, Bobby, Jason, and Brian were raised on strict diet of bluegrass and bluegrass gospel music. The members of the family this year are Mike Wood, guitar, vocals, Bobby Wood on bass and vocals, Jason Wood, mandolin and vocals, Mackenzie Wood on vocals, and Brian Aldridge on banjo. So that's who will be with us this year. And we're looking forward to it very much.
It's going to be great. Mackenzie has a wonderful voice. Jason, not so much. But no, again, I'm kidding. But Mike is like the name. But you'll see, it depends on what upright bass he brings with him. Sometimes he has that funky electric stand-up bass.
Yeah.
Seen that thing? It's got a big stick on the bottom of it. So anyway, it's good, but they play so good. So it's this Saturday evening, 5 to 7, Hebron Baptist Church, 21 North to Hebron Road. And it's just right there.
Yep.
Can't miss
Fairmount Church Road.
Fairmount Church Road. That's it.
Just past Allison Woods.
Yeah, just past Allison's Woods.
Yep.
All right. So, well, Bob, thank you so much for coming by and letting us do that.
I'd like to give a shout out before I go to our committee.
Yeah.
Our wonderful committee that's over the years have organized and planned and got out all the footwork and stuff they did. Wesley Discern, of course, is our president.
Mm-hmm.
I'm vice president. Ronnie Williams is our treasury now. Reverend Chris Lakey is our secretary. Reverend Clyde Parks is our technical and sound director, and Mark Cash is our media coordinator. So with all of those working as diligently as they do to get this off the ground, so far we've tried to do our best, and we hope that people will come and attend. Our main goal as a Harmony Hill Camp Meeting and Music Festival is to see souls saved.
Amen.
That's our main number one goal, and we pray that that will happen, that people come not only enjoy the music, but the message behind the music, the gospel message behind the music. One thing I'll say before I close is last fall at our camp meeting on a Saturday night, the youth from Hebron Church came and did the whole service. They sang, they read scripture. At the end of that service, 10 souls were saved.
Amen.
That was last fall on a Saturday night. And Neil Hatfield came and spoke. But after that service, people started coming to the altar, and 10 souls got saved. So that was worth it all, right there.
Absolutely. That is fabulous. Well, thank you again, Bob. I appreciate that. By the way, it's free admission, so we're not, they're collecting money. If you'd like to give a little something, we'd appreciate that.
We will be taking the love offering up, so anyone. And we are a 503c3 organization.
Right.
And all tax deductible.
And boy, don't we need that.
Yes.
So sounds good. So, but I'm worried that Mark Cash is part of this crew again. I just, no, I'm just kidding again. I'm just kidding. He's a fine feller. All right. So let's play a little of the Wood family tradition here so you can get revved up and ready to go.
Amen.
All right. Great. Thank you now.
Thank you.
If I can get him started. There you go.